Rebel Wolves and Bandai Namco just held their road to launch event for the Blood of Dawnwalker, the dark fantasy RPG from the ex-Witcher 3 team, and they brought everything. A new story trailer, 10 plus minutes of fresh gameplay, system requirements, the additions, a UFC champion in the motion capture suit, and yes, they finally locked in the release date. Stick around, we're breaking it all down. The big reveal is the new story trailer, and the writing in this thing is sharp. It opens with someone telling Coen, I want you to watch. Then Coen wakes up clearly mid-transformation, and his first words are, what did you do to me? Where are my family? The reply hits the central plot in one line. The coronation is in 30 days. Brensis, the vampire antagonist, wants to be a prince, and he's marking the occasion with Coen's family's blood. As one character puts it bluntly, Brensis will rip you to shreds. From there, the trailer introduces the cast through dialogue. We see Coen's family in idyllic, happy scenes and immediately sense the darkness lurking beneath. Then the allies emerge from across the valley, a healer with secrets, a rebellion leader with a strong moral compass, and others who all carry their own agendas. Some are already taking up arms. And there's even a Bakir, the in-world name for vampires joining the rebellion, which raises the question. Coen asks out loud, what on earth are you? That's where Rebel Wolves drops the Dawnwalker concept in a single sentence, and I'm paraphrasing here. The Bakir inside Coen is dormant during the day and awakens with nightfall. He's not the only one who wants to see Brensis turn to ash. The morally grey edge comes next. An ally warns Coen they're in for a rough time. Follow me and do your best to survive. It's easy to go a step too far. Go down a path you can't turn back from. Another character lays out the worldview. In the end, it's every man for himself. As I see it, we're both far beyond redemption. Coen pushes back. Doesn't mean we should kill people on a whim. I'm just trying to save my family. And then the closing line, which is honestly the perfect tagline for this game. Good, bad, fairy tales. People tell themselves to preserve their sanity. Then they dropped over 10 minutes of new gameplay from the latest PC build, and this is where Dawnwalker's pitch really shows up. The demo opens with Coen at night, in vampiric form, heading to a vantage point to scout the world. Reaching that vantage point reveals nearby points of interest, and as the host puts it, few brave these woods. Folks say they're chock full of monsters. We get a name drop for the village of Maragir Codron's family land and the Maragir Monastery. We see how the world's blood economy works. Prisoners are drained, the blood is stored at shrines tied to a Bakir character named Ambrose, and that blood feeds Brensis and his officers. Hit those shrines, and your infamy rises against him. On the ability side, early in the game you can unlock a perk that lets Coen transform into a wolf and move faster at night. There's a daytime equivalent too. The trailer also showed off Voracious Bite for combat health regen, a precision perk pulled from a manual at a destroyed shrine, Mercurial Fervor for haunted sites, and Ravenous Flock for crowd control. Quote of the segment, the host calls it, our nod to the original Dracula novel and our wolf pack. Now about the 30-day clock. This is the part of the stream I think most people needed to hear. Rebel Wolves directly addressed the community concern. The 30 days is not a real-time ticking clock. It's not meant to frustrate or rush you. You can freely explore Vale Sangora, fight, theorycraft your build, talk to random villagers, and time does not move. Time only advances when you choose to advance it. By hitting key quest beats or picking specific dialogue options, the game even tells you which actions move time and by how much. And the kicker, if you do hit day 30 without saving your family, the game does not end. The circumstances just change. So this is not Pikmin or Majora's Mask. All of this was walked through live by the Rebel Wolves team writers, animators, level designers, producer in a proper dev diary. Worth watching after this if you want the deep dive. And the whole thing is running on Unreal Engine 5. Here's a detail nobody saw coming. Former UFC light heavyweight champion Jan Błachowicz did motion capture for one of the game's antagonists, Bakir, the big boss vampire from Brensis' Inner Circle. He worked alongside motion capture and stunt veteran Maciej Kwiatkowski, who'd been doing fight choreography for over 20 years before this project. Błachowicz, in his own words, I'm a gamer, I love games, a new adventure for me, a new experience on working with the dev team. It's a constant back and forth between design, choreography, and then the performance. Because one thing influences another. And the line that should genuinely be the trailer for this entire game, people are going to like him and fear him. And I hope I am going to kill every player minimum 5 times. He literally signs off with "Fear Bakir," because that's me. That's a wild get for a debut studio, and it's exactly the kind of authenticity that separates a good action RPG from a great one. On the audio side, they unveiled a brand new track called Uphill Battle, presented as a music video featuring the live band behind the soundtrack. If the rest of the score hits like that one does, this is going to be a vibes-heavy RPG. PC players also got their official system requirements minimum recommended, and ultra specs are now public, so you've got time to plan your upgrade before launch. Quick reminder of the pedigree behind this. Rebel Wolves is a Warsaw-based studio founded in 2022 by veterans from the Witcher 3 era. Their first game, built in Unreal Engine 5. Set in 14th century Europe, mid-Black Death, with vampires using the chaos to step out of the shadows and seize power. The dev team also confirmed Vale Sangora was directly inspired by the Polish mountains. They literally filmed parts of the dev diary up there, with Daria Berry-Zawada saying its scale and freedom was the perfect reference for the open world's grandeur. So this isn't generic medieval fantasy, it's pulling from a very specific corner of Eastern European folklore, history and landscape. That's a setting most studios won't touch, told by people who already know how to make a generation-defining RPG. This launch is going to matter for the genre, which brings us to the part you've been waiting for. So, when can you actually play it? The Blood of Dawnwalker launches the 3rd of September 2026 on PC, PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series XS. Pre-orders are live right now digitally on Steam, PlayStation Store and Xbox, and at major retailers worldwide. There are 4 ways to grab it. The standard digital, the Eclipse digital, which bundles a digital world compendium, the digital comic book, and the digital soundtrack. The day one physical at retail first print of the standard edition with an exclusive steelbook and a map of Vale Sangora, and then the collector's edition for the diehards, day one contents plus a physical world compendium and a special Coen figurine, all in a premium box, sold via Bandai Namco stores and selected retailers. Pre-order bonus across the board, an early unlock code for the Sangoran Wayfarer's armor set for Coen. Worry not if you don't pre-order, you can still find that armor in the game later. So basically, pick your poison. If this is on your radar, smash that like button and subscribe to Gavin Sapiens for more gaming news and updates. And let me know in the comments, which edition are you grabbing? And are you more excited for the open world or the vampire combat? I'll see you in the next one.